Hey, hi, I'm on this Chit Chat. So we just came back from the midday walk, and I was thinking as I was driving, I was thinking like, man, I need like a surface so I could start my new project, right? And I thought, you know what? Let me go to the Dollar Tree, or what is it here? Dollar General right here up the road. They have Dollar Generals and Family Dollar in this. These are stores I'm not used to, but I like them because a lot of stuff in there is cheap. Anyways, I thought, I bought my sticks over there from this Dollar Tree. I wonder if because I wasn't looking for anything else, so I don't remember what they had there. I said, I think Dollar Tree has some sort of things there that might have a flat wood surface. So I went over there and I was looking, and I looked in all the shelves, and I kind of didn't see anything, but I did see this little round wooden thing. It's something to make a sign or something, because it had a little string on it, and then you can hang it up, And I looked at the price. It was like $3, and I was like, well, and it was just about this big, right? So I was like, oh, that will be a little project or something. I don't know. I don't know what I can do. But, I kind of figure stuff out along the way, whatever I do, right? And I kind of look stuff up along the way. Hopefully I can make improvements, whatever. And then so I was leaving. I said, okay, I'm going to try this little one. $3. It's not a big deal. So I was walking out of there, and then I noticed a big sign, 70% off. It was the Christmas aisle, so I thought, oh, let me look. 70% off is a lot of money, And then and I was in there, and I was like, I didn't really see anything. And then I did. I found something, and there was $12, and I was thinking, all right, 70% off of $12. Well, 70% off of $10, that would leave the cost to be $3. 70% off of $2. I don't know, so maybe some change, right? So I'm thinking, all right, this thing is going to cost $3 and some change. And that's just me rounding it, because I'm no mathematician either. But anyways, I know you can figure out basic stuff, right? If you have half a mind. Anyways, so I was looking, I saw this thing, and I was like, okay, $12 and it's 70% off. I was like, ooh. It's the same price as this little piece of wooden round thing, and it's much bigger. Look what I found. Bam! The other one was like this big, and this is this big. 70% off. It was the only one there. And you know what's so cool about it? It's a Lazy Susan. Yeah, it says Christmas Farm Fresh Christmas tree, whatever. But I'm just going to get my sander, and I'm going to sand the shit out of it. Take that off. And then that will be my ground for my new thing. So, yeah. Well, this project has to be special, because I bought a special surface for it. And I'm going to sand it down. It's going to be cool. So I have to be so this will probably take a while. Even I think we might go camping before it's even done. Because I was also thinking the other day, I was thinking, man, I'm ready to go camping again, Because, the holidays are over. The streets are slowing down, whatever, because that's what you got to watch out for during the holiday season. People speeding. Actually, here in Texas, people are terrible drivers. Everybody drives racing and dangerous, whatever. All right. So that, I don't know. But I was thinking, man, what was I doing last year at this time? I was here. Not here in this town. No. I was here in Texas by the coast. So I was like, oh, it's really not a big difference from last year, unless I leave here and go back to the coast. So I was thinking about that, maybe to do that again. But I mean, we're here anyways, doing this right here. Oh, another thing I noticed. Because, everybody's trying to figure out about their spending habits and everything and all that, right? I have an app that shows me my spending habits compared to last year. I'm spending less money this year because I got the house. So even getting this house, and all this stuff I bought in here, food, whatever, dog, whatever, now I get to buy, fresh food for them and buying the crock pot, and just even getting all this. I am still paying less than I was paying last year. But that's not because of who was in office. It was because I was living on the road. Yeah. So rent here is cheap for me. But on the road, rent was not cheap because you got to pay for all the places you go. You got to pay their fees, whether or not you're using electric and water. So yeah, it was more expensive on the road than it is to buy a house. So I'm saving money there, and then I watch the other spending habits, and even getting the water system and the security system, I'm still spending less than I did last year. You know why? Because living on the road is expensive. It's expensive. That shit ain't cheap. You think you can do it? Pack up all your shit and decide to go live on the road? Do you know how expensive that is? I didn't even know when I started, but I figured it out. Trust me. But I was able to learn how to budget. That's another thing that I learned on the road, which was fantastic. I learned how to budget my money. I learned how to minimalize my everything, So now when I look at what's going on today with the budget and what's been going on last year with the budget, I'm saving more money this time around. I'm not spending as much because even with all the bills and everything. I'm telling you. That's why I can't tell about the high prices of whatever and the groceries or whatever. Because like I said before, when you travel anywhere around in the United States and you hit these small towns, and that's what I was only hitting. I was only hitting small towns that have nice camping or mountainous, I was hitting those areas. I was not going to big cities or any of those places. Sometimes I would have to drive 45 minutes just to get to a country store. So that's how I was spending my money. Yeah, I wasn't wasting it. I needed to drive those distances because I was in the mountains hiding with a bunch of other people hiding, because there's a lot of people out here going through healing journeys, not just me. A lot of people out here doing their own thing, and hiding in the mountains. Not hiding, healing, you know what I mean? But yeah, so yeah, when I look, my spending habits are still less. Yeah, I do know that when I switched to Texas insurance over here, my car insurance went down like $100. Yeah, like I don't, and everybody, and I'm seeing all these advertisements about this being high and insurance being high, but mine actually went down like $100. So, I mean, I don't know if I'm being blessed or if I'm just lucky, or I have no idea. And I have full coverage car insurance on my little dinky banged up car. I got full coverage insurance, because I don't want to, be responsible and pay for somebody else's, I know I could get liability. I know I can get that and pay a whole bunch less, but no, I want the full coverage. You know what I'm saying? Because some things will be more expensive to fix than others. Like for example, like when I kind of banged up the side of the car right there, I didn't take it anywhere because I know I would have had a $500 deductible, but what I did the repair wasn't worth, maybe, I don't know how much that a whole fender is. I just painted that shit myself, fixed it myself, and I'm fine. You know what I mean? Because I don't care. I'm not driving around trying to look like I'm special or look like I have money or look like anything. I'm just trying to be me, and I'm just trying to, be a good budgeter, responsible with my money. I don't waste foolishly, Sure, I have my little projects, but my projects don't cost a lot of money. Hey, because I look for deals. $3.90 something cents. I think it was 91 or something. It was the last one there, as opposed to $12. I remember one time I was on the road and I had went into one of those Dollar Generals, right? And I just wanted to look, just to see, because we happened to be in a small town, not in this state. It was in another state. It was country, though. It was like country town, But, yeah, I went in there and I was looking around, And then I saw something that had like a big percentage off. I think it was like 90% off, and it was a king-size blanket. Yeah, and I was like, oh, shit, let me get this. So when I got it and I went up to the cash register, it only cost me 1 penny. That's how Like, like sometimes you buy things and it goes down even more. Like that one toy I bought, Chica. I bought her like a donut looking toy. It's too hard. She doesn't like it. I tend to do that for her, buying her all kinds of toys and she don't like them. So they end up in the trash. Or if any other animal wants it around here, which I doubt because it's kind of a rough toy. So I don't think I don't know. But I knew it was on sale for $9 and I went up to the register and luckily I only paid $4. So that's blessings right there. Anytime you try to buy something that's on sale and then you go somewhere and it's even lower, that is a blessing. Like everybody, I mean, people miss these blessings all the time and they are possibly always feeling like nothing ever happens for me. Well, what about little things like that? Don't you appreciate that? I do. I'm grateful for the most smallest things that come into my life. So, anything makes me happy. You know what I mean? I'm not a very angry person. I like to be happy. I like to be smiling and being social and happy. But there's just, I have a dark side too, like everyone else. If you cross me, I'm different. Most people know that. People who actually know me know that. But people who don't know me, they probably think I'm a pushover. Oh, she's so nice. She's probably a pushover. We can go take advantage of her. Yeah, go ahead, try. Go ahead and try. I'm waiting for you because I get a rise out of that stuff. That's the stuff that makes me more motivated to show you. Anyways, I'm really happy about my Lazy Susan. I'm not going to use it as that, because I'm not a big Lazy Susan person, but this is the perfect material. It's wood, it spins. I can sand off all that Christmas garbage that's on there and make a new project that will rotate. Yeah, I'm excited. I just don't know. I have to give it some thought. And a lot of times what I'll do when I'm thinking about stuff, I'll have the TV on sometimes and I'll put whatever I'm thinking about in front of me and I'll just look at it and think about it. Right? And that could be anything. It could be my Lazy Susan. It could be a book. It could be my phone getting ready for me to look something up. Like I always got something on hand to look it up, figure it out, and to think and ponder about things. That's how I do it. You think long enough about stuff, you find everybody's secrets out. All right? And then you know what to do next. Yeah. Anyways, you guys, that's all I have for you. This is Chit Chat. I'm really happy. I'm grateful to find my Lazy Susan. I only paid $3.91, I think, for it, as opposed to $12, because at Dollar General at this time, everything was like 70% off. Unfortunately, by the time you guys see this, the sale will probably be over and everything will be gone. I don't know. We'll see. Because in this town that I live in, not a lot of people have money, so no businesses here are thriving. Dollar General seems like it would be thriving, but like all these other little shops in the town, and they're not thriving. I think they're the ones that are able to stay open because of money laundering, because they're stealing money from everybody in town. So there's some money laundering going on here because those businesses, there's nothing there. How are they open? That's a sign of money laundering. Yeah. We just got corruption everywhere anyways. But this town, yeah, it's real big on corruption. Big. This county, Referral County, is so big and corruption-y. It's terrible. I've never seen it like this in my life, but it is what it is. Thanks for watching. This is Chit Chat. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.